Hi there, I'm just painting the final teensy tiny details on Trompe Versailles with this incy beansy brush. Have a look at this. So this is the big view back here, and I'm starting to get these little tiny flower beds in. The gardens are exploding into springtime joy. So I'm just, all these little blossoms are just starting to burst out here. So I'm just gonna sneak in close and do this one here. See if I can do it while I'm holding the camera. Excuse the bad camera work if it goes out of whack. So I've got some little white flowers planting white flowers in between blue flowers. Tiny, tiny little dots everywhere, trying to randomize everything. There's little sculptures everywhere in the background there. And I planted some poplar trees the other day, just like the real Trompe Versailles, or the real Versailles gardens, I should say, the Versailles Palace gardens. So this set of flower beds and parterre gardens that I'm painting is a combination of two of the real gardens that you see at the Palace of Versailles in France. One of the gardens that, when you look out the back of the palace, which is the most stunning view, is just the parterre gardens with some rows of rose bushes and beautiful trees in arbours that you can wander around and enjoy. And then there's another part of the Versailles Palace Gardens where it's all planted out in a similar sort of pattern, but they're completely full of flowers and bulb flowers and all sorts of roses and colourful flowers in the gardens. So I'm doing a combination of the two, the parterre gardens, which are just lawn and bits of edging kind of plants, and I'm combining it with the flower beds as well. So there's another little set of flowers in here. I'll just put some highlights on these blue flowers because the light's hitting the top of them. So I'm doing each of these garden beds one by one and getting the 3D-ness in them. So I'm not sure how well you can see that. Let me just put my brush down for a second. So that's in close. Lots of pretty combinations of flowers. I'm probably too close to the camera. The hedges have come out in bloom with blossoms everywhere. And the client said she would like to have lots and lots of colour, so we're putting lots and lots of colour in. So this is the finished fountain at the front here. I'll just back up. There's a sculpture, a stone sculpture in the centre of this pond that you see in the main set of gardens at the Versailles palaces, and all of the little sculptures in underneath are coated with gold. So I've actually used some gold paint in there, but you have to get at the right angle to see it. But pretty much most of the flowers in the gardens are planted. I'm just toying with the idea of putting some edge plants around some of these pathways for people to enjoy as they walk along, because I'm combining two gardens, as I said. So just toying with the idea of throwing in some more flowers, but there's lots of flowers in there now, so I'm really happy with that. It's starting to look really exciting. So looking at it from the correct position, here's the correct position, and then you look across to here. There's another panel across to the left there, but that's going around the corner at the moment because I ran out of wall space in my studio. But that's, the gardens are pretty much finished now, going way off into the distance, and the distant low hills behind. So the king and his queen, or mostly the king, would go hunting in the forest, this wild forest all the way around. He owned all of that land, and he would go and hunt in those forests. So there you go. What do you think? Thanks for watching.